Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and our home team. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
My man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go. 60 or. Let's see what you got. Ready?
The first carry now. This is Hill. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Hill. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. To throw on third down, Purdy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 40 now on second down. Jones, he'll rifle this one deep. And this is caught.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be second and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now a give, right side. Shepard, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Check 24, check 24. Ready.
On first down, it's Shepard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
If there's ever such a thing as a downside to such a nice drive, it's that we didn't get a chance to talk about them earlier. But I would have said, keep an eye on this offensive line and let's see how it performs. And so far, so great, because they've already gotten their running back into the end zone.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now a look at the Chargers starting 11 on defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
A Raider first down, 17 yards.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, box drop. Down.
Jones on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There you go, partner. 3-deep zone, what we call cover 3. Free safety right in the middle of the field. Going to be deep as the deepest wide receiver and able to make a play on the football. Notice how they kind of funneled everything towards him because they know that they got a guy who can react to either side and get a hand on the football.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
61, matchbox fight.
On fourth down, Jones. That is caught at the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. They'll try the left side. Webster, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
It's our time. It's our time.
Off the play fake. Purdy. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups.
And he's going to go down again.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Smooth. Go, jackrabbit. Ready?
Jones now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. Give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Jump. Hey, exit.
Now Jones throwing again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Bush. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to...
And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A fifth. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Touchdown, Las Vegas. The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
To throw on second down, Purdy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bradley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Purdy looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Bravo!
On 2nd down and 4, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
They get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
On second down, Hill pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On third down, Purdy. Throw left side complete. It's Bradley. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll run on first down. Shepard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
Hey, Haywood.
Here's Jones on third down. He's going to loft it deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Go.
2nd and 13. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw. Purdy. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third down. Purdy throwing the out route and complete. It's Ferguson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Purdy. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Purdy. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. On is the Chargers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey. Zoo. Slam.
A final shot before break. Jones. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
I'm coming after you.
Brings up second and 2.
To throw on second down. Purdy under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Purdy. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers.
That touchdown was for all the fantasy people out there. May not change the final outcome, but some points were scored, and maybe some of the people at home are really excited to get those.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will get him one closer. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing right. And that's complete. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point attempt to come here.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Just a 4-play drive that time, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Looking to throw. Purdy. He's going to loft one deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him a gain of 38.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got this
rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Purdy looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Set 15 line it. 15 line. Let's go. 5.
To throw on 3rd down. Purdy. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play that time for the Raiders. 53 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On third down, it's Webster, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
General West.
Check. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch.
Hey, orbit. Pilot, 64, weak.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 3 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Taken at about the 36. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Yeah. Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones now going to throw again. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the...
This is intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
Here's Jones to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it's beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Purdy. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
On is the Chargers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. There he goes, left side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to... And the Raiders have got him. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw from his end zone. Purdy, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated.
Oh, had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going for... Bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
We got this.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Jones throwing on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jones now throwing again. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Leo! Yes!
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
you seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners
who
had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Get the ball.
Shift.
Smooth. Ready.
Here's Jones on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Like. Gone.
Throwing again. Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the